All right, let's jump right into it. Welcome to today's Explainer, where we're looking at a highly specific and honestly surprisingly intense fitness regimen. We are tackling the double chin fat and facelift routine by Workout 4D. Now, if you've ever thought facial fitness was just, a relaxing massage or a spa treatment, prepare to be completely surprised. This is a rigorous 5-day face workout program, and we're going to break down exactly what this demanding routine asks of you, movement by movement.
It's the ultimate million-dollar question, right? Can you actually lift your face in just 5 short days? That is the bold hook of this entire regimen. What we're looking at is a strict 5-day at-home boot camp that promises to tone the face and completely target a double chin, using absolutely nothing but your own facial movements. So no weights, no resistance bands, just you and your facial muscles working in absolute overdrive.
So, here's our quick roadmap for today. 1. The 5-day facelift. 2. The 30-count rule. 3. Targeting the jaw and neck. 4. Sculpting with air kisses. And finally, number 5, pulls, squeezes, and stretches. Let's get to it.
Starting off with Section 1, the 5-day facelift, committing to the routine.
The level of intense focus required here is, well, it's pretty fascinating. The source material maps out this relentless 5-day regimen dedicated entirely to one massive goal: targeting double chin fat and lifting the face. This definitely isn't some casual, once-in-a-while activity you do while watching TV. It is a highly focused, daily commitment. You're essentially training your face the exact same way a bodybuilder trains their arms or legs. It requires zero equipment, but it absolutely demands 100% of your dedication over those 5 days.
Moving right along to Section 2, the 30-count rule, or as I like to think of it, the method to the madness. If you really dig into the raw source data of this workout, the entire engine driving it is this one relentless number, 30. Every single movement in this whole program demands a grueling count of 30. The instructor literally counts out loud, 1 through 30, for every single pose. It's essentially an endurance test for your facial muscles. You get a quick 3, 2, 1, go, and bam, you are locked into that movement for 30 agonizing beats.
The whole workout is built on this really strict, recurring cycle. Step 1, you're given the exercise. Step 2, you hold it or perform it while the tape counts all the way from 1 to 30. And then, Step 3, a super brief call for rest time. That is literally it. That's the engine driving this routine. It keeps the pace incredibly high, keeping your muscles under constant tension while only allowing for the briefest flash of recovery before that next 3, 2, 1, go hits your ears.
All right, Section 3, targeting the jaw and neck, which is all about building the foundation.
When we dive into the actual exercises, you'll immediately notice a massive concentration on the lower anatomical zone. Just look at this rapid-fire list straight from the routine. Jaw stretch, neck circle, neck swings, neck squeeze, lower jaw pull, and chin pull. The regimen heavily focuses on neck mobility and jawline engagement. Before you even think about getting to the upper face, you are spending hundreds of counts just stretching, swinging, and squeezing the neck and jaw to activate that specific foundational musculature.
Next up is Section 4, Sculpting with Air Kisses, Exploring the Power of the Pucker.
To really wrap our heads around this routine, we kind of need to bring some order to the, let's be honest, wonderfully bizarre names of these exercises. They logically break down into these distinct movement types. First, you have an entire category dedicated just to the kisses: ceiling kisses, air kisses, and the very specific side stretching kisses. Then you have the pulls for your cheeks and chin, and finally the stretches for your eyes, jaw, and tongue. Grouping it this way really helps us see the actual physiology behind the quirky names. At the end of the day, you're pursing, you're pulling, and you're elongating.
And notice how this builds absolute perfect facial symmetry. The workout doesn't just ask you to contort your face wildly, it demands total balance. For unilateral moves, like what the tape actually calls the side-stretching kiss hole and the single cheek pull, you do your 30 counts on one side, and then the tape explicitly commands, let's do it on the other side now, in 3, 2, 1, go. Left side movements are perfectly matched with right side movements. You spend exactly 30 counts on the left and 30 counts on the right. No cheating allowed.
Finally, Section 5, pulls, squeezes, and stretches for full face activation.
I mean, literally no facial muscle is left behind here. Look at these highly active moves. You're holding a big smile for 30 counts. You're doing it cheeks pull to air kiss. You're even doing mouthwash, which is exactly what it sounds like, simulating swishing liquid in your cheeks for half a minute without a single drop of water. They go right down to the micro movements too, with eye stretches and tongue side stretches. This guarantees that every single part of your face gets put to work under that relentless 30-count clock.
So after you've stretched your eyes, swung your neck around, and done all your ceiling kisses, the source tape leaves you with this closing motivation. Amazing job. Congratulations. You have completed today's workout. See you tomorrow. And honestly, that see you tomorrow is the real kicker here. It reminds you that this grueling 30-count gauntlet was just day one. It absolutely must be repeated the very next day and the day after that to complete the full 5-day cycle.
Which leaves us with one final big thought based on everything we've just unpacked today. After seeing the jaw stretches, the mouthwash poses, and the absolute relentless rhythm of that 30-count rule, are you ready to start counting to 30? Could you actually stick to this grueling, uniquely exhausting facial boot camp for 5 straight days? It's a completely fascinating approach to fitness, and certainly one that will leave your cheeks burning for sure. Thank you so much for joining me for this explainer, and I'll see you all next time.